straight. There you go.
Hello, happy Tuesday.
Hello, everyone. We'll get started here in just a moment. Okay, everyone, John Haremza here, Crown Ambassador Diamond with Valentus. Super excited to be with you here today. Here it is, the 5th day of July. It's crazy how fast this month is already going, how fast this year is going, and how exciting things are right now, in Valentus, in this industry, right, of network marketing. So excited. So hope everyone had a fantastic 4th of July weekend. And you're excited about a brand new month. I did a live here earlier today. I'm back in my office. I'm back in my office here in Las Vegas, my home in Las Vegas. It seems like I have been traveling for 6 weeks, right? I've only spent like 2 days in the last 6 weeks at my home. Middle of May, went to Barcelona, Spain, and then to Paris, ended up getting COVID, getting stuck in Paris. Came home for a couple of days, went to Dallas to the ANMP, the Association of Network Marketing Professionals, spent 3 weeks at my lake home, and then off to Orlando for an incredible event. We talked about the Soulside Coffee, things are happening there, and then in the Bahamas. And actually, when I was in the Bahamas, and I see him here today, maybe we'll get him to share a few moments with us. Dr. Joe Ahrens was able to grab him on Friday for a little quick lunch. We had a great conversation. I shared a little bit about, I had just came from my annual checkup at the doctor for my shoulders. I've got 2 torn rotator cuffs, and literally every 90 days, I used to take cortisone shots to ease the pain. I mean, literally, I couldn't hardly pull the covers over myself. They hurt so bad, and haven't had a shot now in more than a year, and have all kinds of movement. My doctor's like, what are you doing? Thank you, Dr. Joe Ahrens, for that incredible product and the relief that I feel from taking that product. I don't even know if that's a legal claim. It's not a claim. It's a fact of what's just happened and what I've experienced. But so many incredible, exciting products that we have here at Valentus. So before I jump into the formal presentation, I am going to just take a moment and give you guys, for those that don't know me, I'm going to give you a little bit of background, a little bit of history on myself, and then we'll jump into the formal presentation. Excuse me. Anyway, guys, I've been involved in this industry of network marketing now for 33 years. I came to this industry with no business, no professional, no sales background whatsoever. I was a blue-collar worker. I grew up in a small town in Minnesota, a town of about 2,000 people. Literally, guys, before I entered this industry, I had never traveled more than 200 miles away from my hometown, right? My world was very, very small at that time. I have a learning disability, have dyslexia, still struggle with it today. Back then, really affected my self-esteem, my self-confidence, very shy, very introverted. And so right out of high school, I went to work in a factory. I was a machine operator, advanced into the maintenance department, loved my job. And then I got introduced to this concept of network marketing. And my world and life had completely changed. I entered the industry with a goal, just wanting to make a few $100 extra a month, right? And I was making $9 an hour. So a few $100 extra a month was a big thing. Was able to do that on a part-time basis. Began to think about, wow, what if I could do this on a full-time basis? And for me, that was $3,000 a month. That took about 6 months. Here I am now, 33 years later, having earned more than $28 million in commissions. Now, I share that not to impress you, more just to impress upon you what's possible. I did not enter this industry to make millions of dollars. I entered this industry to make a few $100s a month. And of course, what's great about this industry is anything's possible. I mean, I've been able to do it. Others can do it, but it is based off, your work ethic, your individual effort, what it is that you're willing to do, and such. So I don't want to make any claims saying, you're going to go out and make millions and millions of dollars. Yes, people have done it. I've done it, and it is possible, right? But even just making a few $100 extra a month, guys, right now, with what's going on in the world, is a big, big deal. Okay, I mean, think about this. Inflation. They're talking about it's 10+%. I think it's closer to 20% than it is 10%. Watching the news this morning, they were talking about rental property in Miami, in Florida, in Miami specifically. They said is up 45%. The cost of rent here in Las Vegas, it was up 18%. Many of the major cities averaging up about 20%. But I think just costs overall are majorly up. And if you look at the average household, let's say, making $5,000 a month in income, 10% of that, $500 a month more, it costs them to live the same way. And realistically, it's probably closer to $1,000 additional they would need to live the same as what they were living before this inflation exploded. So all that I mean by that is what we have, the opportunity that we have is really, really needed right now. And what's going on right now in the industry of network marketing, see here, and I did a Facebook Live earlier today, and I talked a little bit about wanting to share some of this information, because when things look so gloom in the world, and it's not just the United States, it's rippled into everywhere in the world. Inflation has, the talks of recession, even the talks of depression, it's scary out there. And so the masses out there essentially literally freeze. They don't know what to do. They're paralyzed. And so kind of the initial reaction, having been through this, been involved in this industry for 33 years, looking at even history, the initial reaction is people kind of get paralyzed. They freeze. They don't know what to do, where to turn. And I can tell you where a lot of people are going to turn to and realize the answer to this, to they're getting their life back under control, their finances back under control, their health back under control, is what we're doing here at Valentus, what we offer here at Valentus. And so although statistically, looking at the DSA, Direct Sales Association, the industry right now has taken a little bit of a downturn. But what happens after every downturn? An upturn, a major explosion. And what you want to do is you want to be a part of making that explosion happen, not jump in once the explosion happens. You want to be a part of making that explosion happen. And that's what I think we have the opportunity right now in this industry and with Valentus. We have an opportunity to be part of the solution. We have an opportunity to not just help ourselves and our family, but to help many, many other people with the product and the opportunity that we have. So with that kind of as a backdrop, I'm going to go ahead and share my screen, and we're going to get into more of a formal presentation. So hold on one moment. And here we go. Okay, so I already talked about this a little bit. And, are people looking for what it is that we offer? And so what do we offer? An opportunity to make extra money, offset the cost of inflation, if nothing else, right? Make a few $100 extra, be able to do it without giving up the security of your full-time job. I think in my lifetime, there's probably never been a bigger need for people to figure out a way somehow to subsidize, to make additional income. I believe we have that for people. Better health with the products that we have, no question, right? People today, you talk about if you can't afford wellness, how are you ever going to afford sickness, right? And these are the types of products that can help you maintain a better, youthful, stronger you, and help from getting sick and prevent many types of things that can go wrong in your life. Time freedom, I think that's a big thing today. Very hard to obtain, and with what's going on in the world, probably even harder to obtain because people are having to work 2 and 3 jobs to make ends meet. Well, what happens in this type of business is because you can, earn income off of other people using, consuming, enjoying, and promoting the products and the business. You can create an income that is no longer tied to your day-to-day efforts, right? What that means, no matter what it is you're doing, other people are consuming, other people are promoting that you can earn income from, and it gives you time freedom to actually enjoy that. So very, very exciting when you fully understand. And once you start experiencing it, there's nothing like it out there. What makes it all possible is this industry of network marketing, been around for, 80 years, does something over, 200 or 178 billion. It's actually closer to $200 billion of products, goods, and services are marketed this way. And guys, that's all it is. It is another method of distribution, right? When you think about, traditional methods of distribution, retail, about 50% of a cost of a product is advertising, paying actors, paying athletes, paying high budget advertising campaigns, literally hundreds of millions of dollars to get you to pick it off the shelf. Well, networking here with Valentus, we take that 50% and we give it to you, real people with real results, right? And because people say, where does the money come from? You hear about these incredible incomes. How is it possible? Well, it's possible because we're not paying the actors. We're not paying the athletes. We're not paying the influencers millions of dollars. We're taking that money and we're giving it to you, right? Real people with real results. Now, what I've learned in my 30 plus years in this industry, and guys, I've studied the industry, I've written books on this industry, and what I've learned is all of these companies are made up of 5 critical elements, right? The company, the product, the compensation, the timing, and the training and support. And if 2 or 3 of those elements are missing, it doesn't matter how good you are, or how hard you work. I mean, despite your best efforts, you're going to struggle. It is when all 5 of those elements come together where the magic happens, where the fortunes are made. That's exactly where we are right now here with Valentus. Matter of fact, I'll go as far to say the elements today are strong, and what I know is coming, right? With our new software, the branding, the marketing, all the things that are in the works right now, coupled together with what's happening in the world, we are positioned for, I believe, life-changing explosion of growth, right? So all of the elements are in place. So you couldn't be here at a better time. A little bit about some history. We got our start in July of 2014. And so that first year, only doing like 300,000 in sales. 2015, 3 million in sales, had an explosion in 2016, 32 million in sales. To make a long story short, something over $250 million in our 8 years. Here in July, we're now 8 years old as a company, and that's exciting. Few companies have ever accomplished that. But what's more exciting is not what we've done, but what I believe we're going to do over the course of the next, not 8 years, but over the next 18 to 24 months. I think we could do what we've done in 8 years, condense that growth frame into an 18 to 24 month window versus an 8-year window. And of course, the 6th element, right? The 6th element is the heart. It's the energy, it's the vibe, it's the culture, and it spawns directly from our founder, our CEO, Dave Jordan, and his wife, Joyce. Now, one of the areas that we are most known for is the weight loss industry. And, I've struggled with my weight my entire adult life. And here's what I know. People that struggle with weight think about it every single day. They're willing to try anything. I've literally tried everything. I've done the meal replacements. I've done the shakes. I've done the prescription drugs. I've acupressure. I've done it all. And one word sums it up, and that is miserable. The reason why most people fail on the diets they try is not because the diets don't work, is they can't do them long term, right? Because they're miserable. Think about this. Imagine, okay, something you do every day anyway. Coffee. 80% of the population drinks coffee every single day. They don't just drink it, they love it. And they drink this coffee day in and day out, it's unconscious. First thing they think about in the morning. They're going to do it the rest of their life. Now imagine that very same thing helping them manage, control, and even lose weight. Well, we have 3 primary coffees. Our brand new coffee here in the United States, which is Soulside. In the Philippines, brand new coffee, new formula, VIP coffee, and in Europe, Europa Joe. We have several products to help manage your weight in addition to the coffee. One of my favorites is the 24/7 carb blocker. I take it every day, every morning, every evening. I take this product, Tropical Blast. It's, if you're not a coffee drinker, it tastes like a pina colada. We have the cocoa if you're not a coffee drinker. If you want to live a ketogenic lifestyle, if that's your thing, we have Keto Creamer to help you in that area. And ThermoPerk will help, again, add to all of this in the appetite suppression, thermo, so it's a thermogenic type product. Another category, which is detox, and, helping your gut health with, multiple different enzymes. This is another product that's changed my life. I take it every single day, every single meal. I take the Relief product. We now have Recovery, which does that. Recover, helps you recover. The Vetox, different products in the area of detox and gut health. Guys, this is another incredible product called Emulin. Okay, there's two of them. There's an M and a C. M stands for maintenance, which is basically for everyone. And then C, it stands for control. And this is for those people that, have issues with their blood sugar. If they have blood sugar issues, they're going to want to take the C, not the M. They're going to want to take the C. Here's what's interesting. This particular product, what it does is it helps the way your body processes its carbohydrates and sugar. And we know this is a major issue pretty much for everyone, everywhere in the world. And we know the impact that sugar has on our overall health and well-being. Bottom line is everyone, literally everyone, gets too much sugar. It is in everything. And if there's something that can help the way your body processes, the way it manages those carbohydrates and sugar, that can be life-changing. This particular product was brought to us by a guy by the name of Dr. Joseph Aaron. He's a 2-time Nobel Prize nominee for his work. And this particular product has a clinical study published in a peer medical journal. And so I'm going to ask Dr. Joe at the end of this call, he's actually on this. And so I'm going to ask if he would mind at the end of this, just to, give us a couple minutes of his background and the life-changing impact that this product has. Another category is overall health and beauty. We have Rocketonic. This is a nitric oxide product. You're going to get tremendous benefit if you know anything about nitric oxide. Collagen, big buzz out there. We got C Defense, skincare products, even a Power Mist, which is an incredible CBD product. We have, like 30 products overall. We can't get into them all. It'll take us forever. You do that on your own. Go to valentusproducts.com, do your own due diligence, learn and understand the products that most interest you. Next critical element, right? We've talked a little bit about our company. We've talked about our products, timing. I think if you look at anyone who has ever made a lot of money in their life, timing had something to do with it, right? Getting involved in something, before the whole world has heard about it, and be part of helping the world learn about it, folks, that's where fortunes are made. And let me tell you, that's exactly where we are right now with Valentus. The timing truly is perfect, but every company tells you the timing's perfect. Well, again, I've studied this. I've researched it. I've written books on it. Timing is actually very predictable. Timing is made up of numbers, basically how many distributors are there and what's the sales volume. See, if you get involved in something too early, nobody knows. There's resistance. When a company hits about 2 million a month in sales, that's where public acceptance begins to happen. There's awareness. People are hearing about it, and it triggers growth because there's proof and evidence. When a company hits about 10 million a month, that's when there's mass exposure, mass growth, because everybody just wants it. Well, the best place to be is right in that sweet spot. That's exactly where we are as a company here in North America, in Europe, and just getting started in Asia. Now, another critical element is compensation. Remember when I talked about traditional business and about 50% of the cost of a product goes towards advertisement and distribution? Well, here, that 50% goes to you. Again, real people having real results spread out over 7 profit centers. We have a wholesale program where people can go to your website, purchase the product all over the world on a wholesale basis, and you can make 40%, up to 40%, depending on the pack, every single time they make that purchase. One of the most lucrative customer acquisition programs I've ever seen in the industry. We have, if you buy product up front, decreases the cost per unit that you're paying, which increases your overall profit margin. A fast start bonus, first order bonus, we call it. It's when somebody says, hey, I want to do this with you, depending on the pack they join. There's an opportunity to earn a $200 up to a $200 one-time bonus, again, depending on the pack. The legacy bonus, there's $100 on every business and career pack to infinity on your entire legacy team, which is clearly outlined in your back office. Dual team commissions. This is kind of the monthly consumption. It's what everybody is using on a monthly basis. Unheard of. I don't think it's ever been done in the industry. $100,000 per week can be earned in this profit center. The matching check, global bonus, car bonus. Again, something in here for everybody. So the question is, can you do this? Well, folks, I believe you learned everything you need to know about network marketing in kindergarten. It's called show and tell, right? We tell stories about the company, about the products, about what's happened to us and what's happened to others, right? Think about this. Have you ever gone to a really good movie or eaten at a great restaurant and told somebody about it? I would bet 100% of you say yes to that. Here's what I'm going to ask you as well. Do you think your excitement towards that movie or restaurant has ever influence someone else to go see the movie you read at the restaurant? Absolutely, right? But you didn't get paid for that. Well, here we do the same thing. See, if you can get excited about what I've just shared with you, right? Share that excitement, that information with someone else. You don't need to explain it all because we have an app called Share Valentus. It's got all the product information. It's got videos. It's got audios. It's got everything people need to know. Your job is to stimulate that interest, to get them to want to look. Just like you don't tell somebody about, the entire movie. You just say, listen, if you haven't seen, Top Gun, you need to see it, right? If you haven't seen that recent movie on Elvis, you need to go see it. It was unbelievable to hear his story. See, you don't go through the entire movie. You just share your excitement towards it. Well, folks, that's the exact same thing you do to build a business here, right? Is you just need to get someone excited enough to want to learn and to look more. Through our Valentus Share app, you can send them all the information. So what does it take to get started? Well, you can get started with a one-time application fee of $20 and then just choose a pack. I tell people get started somewhere between serious and nervous, right? You can stick your toe in the water, experience one of our products for $59. You want a little better value, try a few more products, get the starter pack for $160. The advanced pack is a little better value yet. Maybe now your whole family is going to try some. But if you're looking to do this from a business perspective, this is where I really encourage you to look at the business or the career pack. And there's really 5 reasons for that. Number one is it sets a good example, right? Here's what I can tell you. Every time you sit down across from somebody, you're on the phone with them, on a Zoom, they say, I'm excited. What do I need to do to get started? You're going to have to tell them what you did. And people have a tendency to do what you do, not what you say. So it's hard to get someone to do something that you haven't already done yourself, right? So sets a good example, gives you some products to sample, to sell, to use. It's a better value. Okay. If you buy one product, you're paying the highest, $59. You buy a business pack, brings the cost down to $39, on a career pack down to $36. It demonstrates commitment. I think that's important. Maximizes the earnings. You automatically can become a Ruby with a business pack. And as long as you maintain your monthly order, you can maintain all of the benefits associated with that Ruby position, right? Which is you go from earning 5% on the residual, the dual team commissions, where you jump all the way to the top of the pay scale at 20%. Again, as long as you maintain your monthly order, you'll maintain all the benefits of that Ruby status. Legacy code, you have to do that order in order to get that extra legacy bonus. And you automatically get locked into a 4-level matching check, and with a career pack, a 5-level matching check. Guys, before I jump into this I'm just going to take a moment. I'm going to share my screen. I'm going to stop sharing my screen. And we are going to hear from a few people. So first off, I was talking to Jackie earlier today. I know, Jackie, you're from Australia, what is it, like noon or something there right now, winter. but share us a little bit of your history and background, and would love to hear from you.
Thanks, John. I really appreciate, and hello everybody as well. And yes, I am in Australia and it's winter. It has been, I think we've had a whole year of rain. It's extremely wet here at the moment, but the heat is on, so I look like I'm actually in summer. I'm trying to pretend that I'm in summer with my background, which is my home at the background. My background is in the health and wellness industry, the beauty industry, health and wellness industry. Always own my own company, own businesses. So things happen for me with my health. It's been a challenge from birth for me with my health, and things really derailed dramatically for me. And fortunately enough for me, along came Emulin. I was introduced to this product by a pharmacist because I found myself where I was unemployable. We had to sell our business. I couldn't make an income. Life was truly turned upside down and around about. And thankfully for my husband, he was able to support us, but it certainly put a strain on us. So where am I coming at with this product? Look, I've had some lifetime conditions that I have been managing through the support of doctors, and hospital has been my second home all of my life from birth. And this product, what it's done for me, I have 6 chronic conditions and they still are chronic to this day. But what it's done, it's been able to help me to support and manage my symptoms. So it's given me the ability to live life better. I still have downtimes and sick periods still, but I'm not on all the medications that I was on. I'm not living in the hospital like I was, but what it has given me the ability to do is to kick into this space of having the ability of being able to make an income from home. So I can work my hours around what my needs are and what my abilities are. So regardless of where I pick up and go around the world, I'm able to do that too and generate an income from it. But that's only been through the support of Emulin and 24/7 as well, because I've layered that on top. And it's just been, in all honesty, John, it's been life-changing. And just to add that to it, my doctors and specialists who Dr. Ahrens has met have written letters for me to support what they have noted by treating me for nearly 28 years now. That's how much of an impact that it's had on my health physically. So I'm so eternally grateful for Dr. Ahrens and being able to have a product that truly supports many symptoms and certainly gives you the opportunity to live life better and earn an income. So thank you so much, John.
Well, thank you, Jackie. And, thank you for all that you do in helping overall grow Valentus and all the work that you do and the success you've had. So thank you for that. And, you talked about making extra money. And again, guys, I don't mean to beat it to death, but the need for people to make additional income right now and to be able to do it without giving up the security of their full-time job, without having to leave their home to go to another or second or a third job. And by doing it, by helping people learn about something incredible, guys, I mean, everybody needs to hear about these products and they need to hear about this business. And so thank you again, Jackie. I'm going to go to Dr. Joe Ahrens. Joe, I don't know, Dr. Ahrens, I don't know if that is a virtual background you have, or if that's real sunset happening right now in the Bahamas, but it's beautiful nevertheless. I'll turn it over to you, and we'd love to, as the formulator, as a person, nominated for a Nobel Peace Prize or Nobel Prize, incredible to have you on here today. So take it away, give us a little info.
Well, thank you very much. Yes, it was good to see you here a few days ago. I just snapped that picture moments ago because it's right now just after sunset. So that's what you're missing. Several years ago, 10, 15 years ago, my research group were looking at different diets of people and wondering why was one group more healthy than another. You've heard about Mediterranean diet, and they seem to be a really healthy diet. But we were looking not just whether they were losing weight. We're actually looking at things like blood sugar, arthritis, and we eventually narrowed down to a class of ingredients that are natural, that we extract from certain fruits and vegetables, and they are like a vitamin. They're not just good for you. We think they are absolutely required for your body to function properly, just like vitamin C, vitamin D. They should be a vitamin. And so we call them vitamin-like compounds. The name of these are flavonoids. And what my team did is we discovered a combination of 3 flavonoids that do 2 things in your body. Just as you mentioned, they help regulate sugar. So they don't help you get more healthy blood sugar. We feel they are required to help process sugar in your body properly. And without it, you get overweight, you might get diabetes, a lot of different things. The second thing it does is regulates your immune system. And your immune system is a key part of life. It's not just about your body fighting bacteria and viruses. It's also wound healing, like you break a bone or something, or you said you tore your rotator cuff. That's part of the immune system, the inflammatory system. So this set of flavonoids are required for your body to operate the way it was designed to operate. So we think, hey, it's normal to have a couple of colds every year, the flu. Oh, it's normal. We break a bone. It's going to take 3 months to heal. No, that is not normal. It's not normal. And it's also not normal to get arthritis when you get older. You're missing these flavonoids your whole life. Babies need it right out as soon as they get off of nursing. Babies should have it all the way, from womb to tomb. So everyone needs it. Everyone is your customer. And this is why I like the MLM, because we made a great product, and you said we've been recognized for that. But how do we bring this out to people in the planet? How do we do that? Stick it on the shelf and everybody just pass by it. Secondly, pay some movie star or actor. By the way, Serena Williams takes this product. She won't say that publicly unless I pay her $1 million, but she takes this product. Well, even if I had that on advertisement, are you going to stop and believe that? No, the thing to believe is a person like you and like Jackie. And this is why Valentus is great. There's a whole range of products here that are in the health and wellness, and people can pick and choose depending on their own lifestyle. They manage their own health. They don't just have one product shoved down your throat. You've got several weight loss products. You've got several things that are antioxidants. And you have Inulin M and C, and there's 24/7 that my company has put together. And people like you can believe in those products, and then just say, listen, this worked for me. Tell your neighbor by your own experience. And that's a type of wildfire. And this is why I'm really interested in working with Valentus. I'm looking, just like you are, we're putting together a team to bring these health solutions to people through a great marketing system.
Well, fantastic. And thank you, Joe. Now, I understand, I think it's every week you do a call specifically talking about some of these health issues and what people can do about them. When is that call or that Zoom?
We do a Zoom every Thursday in U.S. Eastern time at 7:30 p.m. And you can get this information by looking at our Facebook page, which is Dr. Joseph Aarons, and also look at the YouTube channel, Dr. Joseph Aarons. Actually, that's recorded every week, so they're all on there. We don't sell any products. We talk about health. We talk about exercise. We're right now in the midst of a series talking about skin issues, from sunburn to skin cancer to, I think next week it's going to be on rosacea and things like that, psoriasis. And so we talk about things that work, solutions, and I hope it's a place people can come to just get information, not just on these flavonoids. We do focus on flavonoids a lot, but it's general health, in general health, good aspects of a good diet, good living. So check us out on Facebook is the best way.
Fantastic, guys. That was Thursday night. And you can go to, drjosephaarons.com?
Yes.
drjosephaarons.com. You can get the details on that. If you want to learn more, again, it's not just about the flavonoids. It's about overall health and well-being. Nothing's being sold there. Just trying to help people better understand things they can do, to be healthier. So thank you for doing that. And thank you for jumping on here. I actually wish I'd have known earlier. I saw you on there. I'm like, oh my God, Dr. Joe Aarons is on. I would have promoted that. We probably could have had twice as many people on. So we'll have you back again. Thank you so much for coming. Thank you, everyone, for tuning in. And, you know, as I close on, I'm just going to share my screen here again, because I want to talk about one more thing before we say goodbye. And that is, you know, do you want to do this? Right. And guys, this is a fun business. Lose weight, additional income, get healthier. That's kind of the worst case scenario, right? I mean, should you say yes? That's kind of the worst case scenario. What has driven me in my life are the what ifs in life. Some people are, what if it doesn't work? I'm like, what if it does? I mean, what if you could feel better? What if you could make a few $100 extra a month? What if it turned into dream income? Be able to work from home. You know, what I think networking really does is it gives you the opportunity to own your life, right? Imagine what that would feel like, not having to have permission to, you know, go to a doctor's appointment or take a vacation, or your kids are sick and you don't know what to do. You got to stay home. I mean, having complete and total control of your life, tax advantages, recognition. You know, the thing is, guys, most people live in what I call a someday world. And it means they constantly just keep kicking the can down the road. You know, someday I'm going to get out of this job that I hate, right? Someday I'm going to get my health under control. Someday I'm going to lose that weight. Someday I'm going to take that dream vacation, right? Someday I'm going to start saving for retirement. It's just someday. And that day just never comes. And guys, I'm telling you, it's today. It's not someday. Don't procrastinate. Procrastination is the thief of success. Don't wait for everything in your life to line up. Don't fall into that someday trap. Just do it. If this made sense to you, right? These products made sense to you. The opportunity to share them with others and maybe make some extra money, it made sense to you. Don't wait someday. Do it right now. No better time than the present. With that, everybody have a fantastic day. Hope you got some good information, and we'll see y'all again. Hey, by the way, this Friday at 6 p.m., 11 a.m. Pacific time, I'm doing a fireside chat. I've got a special guest. Her name is Courtney Ips. She's a tax expert in home-based business. Show you all you can do to save money from a home-based business. And I mean, the benefits are phenomenal. Join me Friday. We're going to have a great discussion on that as well on Friday. So with that, everybody have a great rest of your day, start to your week, and we'll talk to you again soon. Bye now.
Appreciate your time, John.
Bye now.